Hey guys, it's Gina. So I'm working in my Smash book for Mixed Media Monday, and the prompt was, oh, I forgot what the prompt was. I think it was like your hobby. Yes, day number 5 was about your hobby. I skipped 2 days. I skipped 3 and 4. We'll come back to them. But this is about my favorite hobby, and if you're on my channel, you know what my favorite hobby is. But I started out with a stencil, and I used, let me pull this up here so you can see my stars. I used a stencil with stars on it, and I mixed texture paste with a Martha Stewart glitter paint. And if I put it this way, there you go. Now you can see all of that good. You can see all of the good texture and all of the glitter. And that's all I did on this side. I gessoed these pages first. You can still see this little elephant that was in the Smash book when we started, but we'll get him covered up. And then on this page was a complete disaster, and it's still kind of a disaster. I thought about using some tissue paper with some Mod Podge and putting it all on here. And at the end, I covered all of that up. I had some extra paint laying on my desk, so I used all that. And then I put the texture paste over this. That was left over from this page. I put the texture paste over it. Let me see if I can get you to see the texture on this page. So it has a lot of texture because I used the tissue paper, and I put that all down with Mod Podge. And then I didn't like the way the tissue paper looked, so I covered it all up with the same modeling paste that I used over here, and I didn't like that look either. And then, so I just took my finger and wiped gesso over the top of this, and now it has something, and like I said, I used that paint that I had left over just around the edges and things all over. It was some green and some red, and it dried overnight, and I thought I was going to totally scrap this page, but after it dried, I kind of really like what it looks like. So we have these 2 pages. We're talking about scrapbooking. That's my favorite hobby, and I do have these very themed, like, embellishment pack from Jolie's Boutique, so I thought maybe I would use some of these. I'm not sure. But I want to do my journaling, and I want to use this journal card that says, here's the story, and then I'm going to use this journal card to actually write my journaling because there's nowhere to write on here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to find my detail scissors to do that. Oh, where are they? Here they are. So I use these Cutter Bee little scissors to do my cutting, and this one is actually really easy because there's not a whole lot. I mean, we're doing fussy cutting, but there's not a whole lot of like circles and scallops and things like that. These are all pretty straight lines, so this is pretty easy to cut out, so no big deal here. And I don't want to use the whole card because this is very white, like the background, and this is very distressed and kind of gray, but so I only want this part up here that says here's the story, and then it has this faux washi tape. And we're going to use some real washi tape, I think, but I'm not sure actually that real washi tape is going to work on this paper because I'm not sure it's going to stick to that very textured background that I created here. And isn't it funny when you go, like, to me, like, Smashbooking is just all about trying things. And so, you know, I just threw everything on this page that was sitting on my desk and really thought that I was going to have to, like, just paint the page black and start over. But in the end, it turns out that I really kind of like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of layer these like this. Maybe down here at the bottom. And one of the questions I had on my Wednesday questions was about fussy cutting, like how do you fussy cut? The thing you have to remember when you're fussy cutting is you want to move your paper and not your scissors. So you want to tuck your elbow into your side and hold your scissors straight. And then as you're cutting, you're going to move the paper and not, and I'm on purpose, I'm purposely cutting this small because I want it to fit. But, and I'm not the best fussy cutter in the world, and I tend to avoid it. If I have to fussy cut something, I typically load the image into my Silhouette Studio software and then trace it and let the Silhouette cut it out. is typically what I do. But if you tuck your elbow into your side and you hold your scissors still and move the paper and not the scissors, you can pretty much get a very nice cut. And even going around circles it works, because you're moving, you don't want to move the scissors, you want to move your paper. And then, so this one just goes straight across. And then we'll come to this curve. And again, move the paper. Keep your hand, whichever right or left hand that you're cutting with, keep that still. And then you can come in here, and I tilted my scissors there and I messed that cut up, so you see? So you want to make sure you're not tilting your scissors. Keep your scissors straight and cut with your scissors, but don't tilt them. Move the paper through the blade. So you get a nice, and a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll keep a border, a white border around their cuts. And I didn't do that on this on purpose. So I'm just going to cut the bottom of this off. There we go. So not great. I'm not the like I said, I'm not the best fussy cutter in the world. And I actually think that I don't like this faux washi tape that they have here. I have a better one in my stash. So I'm actually going to cut this top washi tape off. And I'll put that in my die cut bin and my little cutoff bin and see if there's something that I want to use later. But I want to go into my real washi tape and see if I can find the washi tape that I want to use. I mean, I know where it is. Here it is right here. I really like this purple. I got this from Pink Fresh Studio. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Really like this. So I'm going to open this one up. I've never used it before. And we're going to see if I can get it to stick to this very textured, unless I put here's the story. No, I want these two layered. I want these layered. So I think I'm going to put my title work over here, and this will be my journaling side. And before I type this down, you know what I should do? I should do my journaling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording right here. I'm going to go do my journaling, and then when I get back, we'll finish this up. Okay guys, so I did my journaling, and unfortunately I made a couple of mistakes. Some of them I just went back over, and this is the nice thing about Smashbooks when I'm working in this, is that I don't really care so much about the mistakes. But a couple of them I just have double letters, so I'm just going to go in with this white out and just go through. But like I was saying, the good thing about Smashbooks is that it really is just about throwing stuff in there. So it's not so big a deal to make a mistake. Like if I was going to put this on a scrapbook page and I'd made that error, I would have probably typed this all out again. And the reason why my typewriter didn't correct it is because it's out of correction fluid thingy and it's out of the correction tape, so I got to fix that. But anyway, I digress. So I think I'm going to put this here. Excuse me. Throat is really, really dry today. And I think I'm going to need to put this down with some really good glue. I'm going to use some tacky glue from Eileen. I think that's how you say that. But I'm going to just, because it's got so much texture on that background that I really want to make sure. And I'm going to take a paintbrush, just a cheap paintbrush, and just kind of brush that down a bit. Try to end the rippling a bit if I do it that way. I just use this cheap paintbrush from I think it's Artist Loft. And I mean, I use them for everything. You get them at Michael's because I am no Van Gogh or anything like that. So I'm going to take that and then I'm going to put this one down too. I think next week for Mixed Media Monday, we're going to do some clay work with an idea that I saw on Pinterest. It's a thing to hold your paintbrushes. So I just want to put this down here, and I think with that glue it may stick. I'm going to hope. I may have to put it down with something else, but if I want to put it down with something else, I'm going to have to wait for this tacky glue to dry first. Probably could have used the score tape that I just bought today too. Then I'm going to put this down about there. And I just scrapbooked about why I just journaled about why I scrapbook, and it says, one of the most frequently asked questions I receive is, why do I scrapbook? At first, it was about the creative process, but the more I do it and the more I think about the memories I'm preserving, the more it becomes clear that, to me, it's about more than that. I lost my mother when I was only 29. She was 54. I didn't learn everything I wanted to know about her or wanted to learn about myself, and now that she's gone, there's nowhere to go to get that information. I don't want to be a stranger to people that want to know about me. I want them to know me and to know about themselves through my eyes as well. We don't live forever in this earthly realm, but the memories I keep in my scrapbooks will. And there you have it. And I found a couple of more errors when I was looking at that. So, and of course now I'm not going to find them, right? I'm going to have to read it again. But you know what? It doesn't even matter that there are errors. Because, I mean, we're not perfect beings, you know, and I'm trying to let go of perfectionism, and just understand that sometimes it's good enough, you know. So I'm putting this all down. And then I want to use some of these. I mean, they're very themey, but if I don't use them here, I don't know where I'm going to use them. So I definitely kind of want to use the scissors and the glue. Like maybe over here. Hopefully they'll stick. And then the scissors have its sleeve too. And I like that because I cut this out with these scissors, and that's kind of mimicking those. And then we have I don't know. We have a journaling pen. Maybe I can put that there too. Maybe put the journaling pen in here. And maybe for that part right there, that's enough. I don't know. Well, let's put these over here too. And then I have room up there for some more embellishments. I want to put my washi tape down, so I'm going to cut the piece of this. And put that up here. Like I said, I don't know that's going to stick either. And then I have some of these little gem, I don't know what you call these things. They look like little, they're clear, but I want to use some of these purple ones, so I'm going to put them on paper. The purple. Put them on paper so that I don't have to worry about where they're going to stick. Just to embellish that a little bit. And then on the other side of the page, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to have to add some glue underneath this washi. I don't think it's going to stick by itself. Add some glue under there to get that to stick. That's the problem with these textures. Nothing wants to stick to it. Maybe I should have put a heart up there. Maybe I should spray one of these hearts in a purple color and add it to the top of this. And that might finish that off if I put that up in there. And then I could put my title, well, I thought about putting my title over here, but now I'm thinking that this is just going to be a decorative page. And that will be my, I'm going to go over and get some purple mist. And hopefully I've got to reorganize all my mists. I don't have them in a good way anymore. Let's see. I have a grape somewhere. Here it is. Is this grape? Yeah. Okay, so and I need my spray box. Okay. So let's spray this doily so we can get this doily down on here. Here we go. And I want it pretty covered, and then I'm going to take my heat gun. So I turned the recording off when I went to dry this, and it turns out that I really didn't need to. It dries really quick. So That's awesome. And then I want to stick this back there, so I'm going to put some glue on here. Stick that down like that. And then the only other thing I can think of for this page is just a title here. And I have, let's see. I have these, I've not used these like letter stickers in a long time. Let me find a purple set. A nice looking purple set. Here, how about these? Well, let's see. I bought these little die cut alphabets like a long time ago, and I don't use them very often, but they like this. And if you look here, they're all if you can see the alphabets on there. I don't use them very often, but maybe for this. So I think I'm going to call this the Y. So if we punch these out, and I'm just going to call this the Y. And then I think I'm going to outline them in some black just to make them stand out. So I need an E, I need 2 H's. I don't know why I don't use these letter stickers more often. I mean, I used to add, like I used to use them and then add glossy accents on top of them to make them look three-dimensional. Or I would emboss them with ultra thick embossing enamel, UD. And I might actually put some glossy accents on this now. That's a good idea. So let me put them down, and then I'm just gonna put some glossy accents over them. I'm just gonna call this, I should put the bottom word down first because I'm gonna lay it here. I definitely need to put some more glue behind this washi tape because it is not gonna stay by itself. It needs some help, which is why I'm not using thickers either, because they wouldn't stay in this. And I tend to keep my smash book, I try to keep it as flat as possible. So I need an H. I'm going to put this down. Now we're going to do some stamping on this side. So there we go. Oh no, get off of there. Put the W down in the wrong spot, but I'm just going to move it over. It'll be fine. There we go. Then I'm going to get my T to overlap this doily a little bit so it doesn't look like, I mean the title looks more floaty than the doily does because the doily's stuck down underneath that other stuff, so. But that's okay. I really find the whole smash book thing quite liberating because it's not, you know. Do I have any purple flowers that I could use? No. I'm still trying to get rid of those flowers. So I'm going to put this T here so it overlaps a little bit, kind of pull that together, and then maybe if I could get one of these clear dots to stick. Oh, it sticks pretty good. Okay. Alright, and then I'm just going to take this mist and just give this a couple of dots up here. And then we'll do that on the other side too, but we're going to wait until we get the other side done. So here is the first page, the Y of the story, and then this is going to be just this page here is going to be just decorative. So the first thing I have to do is figure out how I'm going to cover up that little dude that's here. It's like an elephant that's saying herd, and I got to get rid of him. So let's see how I'm going to do that. I have some more of these I just think now putting them out here, they're going to just kind of float. And I don't really, there's a lot of, let me pull this over here so we're in camera. There's a lot of themed embellishments right here, so I don't want to go too much more in that direction. I just don't know how I'm going to get rid of him. I need to get him to fade into the background. So I have these. I bought these today. DCWV from their vintage collector. And I know I want to use this love sticker, but it has dimensional adhesive on the back, and I don't, it's already dimensional, the stickers that spell out love are dimensional, so I don't want this added dimension on the back, so I'm just going to pull all of this off. Come on. It will come off eventually. I may just use my scissors. Let me find my beat up scissors. Just kind of get under there and, well, that didn't work. I have no fingernails. It's kind of the problem. Alright. There we go. It's coming now. Just get really close to the paper and kind of cut that dimensional adhesive off, because I don't want it to be too much more dimensional than just the letters on the front. And then I'm going to take that Eileen's glue, put that down. And then I'm going to put this love over here. Maybe right there. Love. And then I want to put this camera, oh, maybe the camera can cover up the, yeah, let's do, then I have this really big heart that I wanted to put. So let's do this first. Let's put the heart down. These are hearts from Stampendous. And this one is called, I bought it at the yard sale, it's called Bold Heart. And I really like this one, so let me pull that up. Let me get a block that's large enough for this heart. There we go. Ooh, I just dropped a block on the ground. That ain't good. That ain't good. And then I'm going to use this Warm Violet Color Box chalk ink. I love chalk ink. I'm going to ink that all up. The only problem with chalk ink is it stains your stamp, so you just want to be aware of that. And then I'm going to put this heart. The block's actually going to dictate where I put that heart, because I didn't put the stamp close enough to the edge where I could get it. Okay, that's fine. It turned out okay. I'm not worried that, because I'm going to put that camera here. Again, I'm going to take that dimensional adhesive off the back. Where are my scissors? Just going to cut this all off here. There we go. That one came off easier than the other one. Alright, I'll put this camera up there. Oh, let me get that dimensional adhesive off the front of it. Alright. And then, right, I have some of these little things. I'm going to look through these and see if there's anything on here I want to use. No, nothing in there that I think matches with this. The other thing, I wanted to add some of that washi tape to this side. So I think I'm going to put this washi tape so it covers up that herd up there. And then I will also put it here. And it may need to be glued again because it's sitting on gesso, so. And then maybe I'll stick a little piece down here. Okay. And I have other little hearts. I'm going to fill up the rest of this page. Oh no! I wonder where that came from. Huh. Now I have ink all over my fingers. I don't even know where it came from. That's not good. I'm going to have to find the culprit of that. Oh, it's got to be this. You know, when I used the green, this stuff dripped all over the place, and it's doing the same thing now. This Maya mist. When I used the green one the other night, I had green hands for days. Huh. Well, this is not good. I'm just going to put that on the side. I mean, we're going to splatter a little bit, but I'm going to put that in my splatter box for now. Because that's definitely where that purple bluish color is coming from. And I'm going to get me a baby wipe in this case because I need to wipe my hands off. What a mess. Alright. Okay. And so I'm going to finish up. I'm going to add one more little embellishment to this because I feel like it needs to have that triangle here. So I'm going to add something down in this corner. Look at that. I'm very irritated. That's the stamp from my yard sale today. From the crafting yard sale I went to. Okay, let's see if we can find something else from these DCWV things that we like. I think it's going to have some of this black in it. I don't see anything there that I like. I don't know. Do I have any of those stickers that have the chalkboard look to them? Let me see what we have in here. If I do have some, I put them away already, so I'll have to search them out. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to leave this the way it is. I'll find something else on this page to just throw down there. Let's use this. Let's just use this little heart. We're going to put hearts all over the page anyway, so I don't really feel like looking for other stuff, so. Alright. So we'll put this down here. And it doesn't really work, but whatever. That's what I mean about Smashbooking. Like, I have a very laissez-faire sort of attitude about it. I don't care. Alright, so I have some more hearts, different kind of hearts. So I'll start with this one here, ink it up, and put him about there. And then I might stamp him again over here. There. That takes care of that little stamp. And then we have some other hearts we can add. And there are a couple of phrases also that I have phrase stickers that I'm going to bring in a second that are about creating and memory keeping and things like that. So we're going to, yeah, let's see if I can get that to overlap. Yay. And then I'll do that up here somewhere too. Oh, I can't do it up there, so let's do it here. That's good. And we'll just put this guy up there by himself. Okay. Then we have some very, very small hearts that we can put on here. I'm going to cluster these hearts, so I'm going to put them all on the block at the same time. And I'm just going to make little clusters with them. Okay. Now that's all done. So I want to pull out my phrase stickers, and I have some of these stickers from, let me put a lid on this ink. If I can find the lid. Here we go. From Cosmo Cricket, I have some of these stickers that talk about art, and I want to see if I can include some of them on here. I was looking, there were some black stickers that I thought I could put down here to pull that black down. I'm definitely going to have to find a sticker that goes down there. Oh, here we go. Let's use these epoxy words by Glitz that says, "Don't forget." And that'll bring the black down into this corner, because I really feel like it needs the black down here. So I'm just going to put this "Don't forget" down, and then I think it works. So we're talking multimedia, so we've got, let's see, we have tissue paper back there, we have gesso, we have just paper, we have stickers, chipboard stickers, we have washi, we have dimensional texture paste, we have paint from Martha Stewart, we have stamps. I think it makes mixed media. You know, I think it does. Here we go. Unfortunately, these are cream colored, so I don't know. But I like this one that says, "You can do anything, you're an artist." They're both cream colors, so if I'm going to use them, I have to commit to using them. I'm going to use this little label sticker from Lost and Found from my mind's eye too. So I'll give it a little bit more bulk here with the little bird. Maybe I want to put that on straight, you know. Helps sometimes. Come on, get up here. Straighten up. And then I'll put this here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the fact that it's not the right color, because I'm going to add some other pieces that aren't that color too. So I'll put this celebrate your creativity up there, and then I like this one that says, "Love the art that's inside you," because art is a very personal thing. So I'm going to put this one down here, and that will take care of pulling that color across the page. And then I'm going to put some of these stickers that I used on this page over here. I'm just going to use them around. Just going to dot these around this page here, just to bring the continuity. It won't sit on that texture paste though. So I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to make it 7 because I want a few of them on here. I'll just put this one here. All right, so I think I'm done for this week with my multimedia Smashbook with my mixed media Smashbook process. And it's all celebrating why I scrapbook. And the only last thing I wanted to do was take this disgusting ink that's dripping everywhere, I don't know why, and just do some sprinkling on this page. There we go. Alright, so we're all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are doing something creative and fun today, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.